Good afternoon, everybody. It's Del again from Violet Cottage. It's a beautiful sunny day today. The wind has picked up somewhat, but I thought I'd give you all a quick update on Birdie Bus. We are inside Birdie Bus. So that's the flooring I've been working very hard on, and it's finally sealed and ready to be walked upon. So I thought I'd just give you a quick walkthrough. Birdie Bus is a 1962 Bedford bus. We bought him locally from a fellow who'd been living in it for quite some time. So when we first bought it, it was in pretty bad condition, but we've slowly over the years chipped away at it. But recently we've managed to turn it into something that we can really use. Obviously it's a work in progress, but really happy that I finally actually got it up to a point where we can actually now use this space. So we have our little desk here. That's a project I'm working on at the moment. These are the retro 1970s lino tiles that I've used over here on the kitchen bench. So what I'll be doing with these ones, if I can hold this thing, I'm not sure if I can hold this, I'll show you where these are going. So eventually, once they're flat enough, I am going to stick them to the old tiles as a splashback, so that it'll match the kitchen bench. Some of my blue bottles. So these are some of the bookcases that I've been busy painting and sanding up. This case will be full of wonderful treasures that Bodhi and I discover and collect from nature, so we can use it for different art projects in the future. Here's our amazing shelf system full of paints ready to go for all the different things we want to do. I've just finished this bookcase, this step ladder, or what do they call it? Step bookcase that I picked up from a garage sale. I just finished the final lacquers of clear coat to it, so I've just put that into place. And over here, this is the commode chair. I might try and find a photograph of it. This is the commode chair that I purchased from a garage sale for $5, and I've reupholstered the seat to it and repainted it. And so now it sits in the corner, and it's light to move, so if you ever want to get into the shelving behind it, it's easy to move out of the way and get to all the suitcases that I have tucked away behind here. And these old Singer sewing machine drawers, they belong to my grandmother. And then later on, my grandfather used to use them in his workshop to hold all of his screws and bits and bots. So I managed to salvage them from underneath my parents' house when they moved last year into age retirement living. So this is now the bookcase, which holds all the different jars of beads, so I can find them when I'm working on things, and just bits and pieces of crystals. And in the drawers below we'll have all my wire working tools, the pliers, the wire, everything I need to do beadwork with. We're still moving in, we've still got all sorts of bits and pieces. Paint still in there. So, I mean, there are little jobs that I want to do. More shelving that I want to put in place. And this is the resurrected lino that was hidden underneath the blue carpet squares and then the cream beige lino tiles. So that took a long time to do, but anyway, that's great. That's all been sealed now. So that's protected. Plus, Bodhi wanted to use this flooring as a dance, as his dance floor. So this is the Bodhi pot. This is Bodhi's little room down the back here, which we use for homeschooling. Now we've kept it pretty minimalistic because it is a fairly small space and we don't want to overcrowd it, but he has a table here that can be turned around, so when he's sitting there and doing seated learning, he can sit on his couch, stretch out and do his schoolwork. We're still bringing his things in, and that's a project I'm going to work on. This is an old frame that I'm going to turn into a whiteboard for him for his lessons. This is another bookcase I just finished today with the clear coating, so we've still have to secure that into place against the wall there. That'll be for some of his books. But it's a nice little spot. Birdie is parked beside the creek that runs the boundary line of our property, Cochrane's Creek. So it's a nice little outlook. As always, there's always chickens around. But I think overall, I think we're going to enjoy using this space. And I think we'll always be doing little jobs to it. But yeah, definitely we want to try and get some more wall-mounted shelving into this corner space, so more of his toys. The cupboard here, that's all full of his things. So a lot of his toys, puzzles, books, homeschooling supplies are stored away in there for him. We still have to... Oh, there's a chicken in the bus. Hello, chicken. Hello, darling. It's Ginger. Hello, beautiful girl. Yes, you are beautiful. Hello, Ginger. So the other big job that we still need to do is the ceiling. The pressed metal panels are finished and ready to be installed. However, we had some heavy rain. Oh, Roger. That's Roger. He's worried that Ginger's coming to Birdie. I know, darling. I can hear Roger calling you. Yeah, sorry. Back to where I was. The ceiling. We had some heavy rain a couple of weeks ago, and we noticed that there was still just a tiny bit of water still getting in some of the, as you can see, some of the problem areas. So now that the weather is getting sunnier and warmer, we plan to do more of the external side to renovating Birdie, which means we have to obviously seal the roof and the vents on top of the roof a little better. So once that is done, then the pressed metal panels will go into place. And there's some work down the front we still need to do. But it's all coming together. Ginger likes it, don't you, Ginger? Yes, my darling. Bodhi loves it, and that's the main thing. He took a lot of time, a lot of input from Bodhi in choosing the different colours that we had. Basically, most of this is paint that we already had in our shed, and we sort of all put it out before him and asked him what colours he'd like to see Bertie and the Bodhi pod painted. And he chose these colours, and I sort of tied it all in together with a red theme. So that's it for now. I probably will update as I go along, because as I said, there's other projects inside of Birdie that I'll continue to go on with, but this is a fantastic creative space for both myself, Craig, and Bodhi to hopefully be inspiring for both his homeschooling, but also the different creative art projects that we want to get on with. So bye for now. I hope you liked the little tour of Birdie, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.